You've probably seen those viral AI videos popping up everywhere, like the spooky deepfakes or the adorable Pixar-style clips. But have you ever stopped to ask which AI video model is actually the best for making content that gets views and doesn't bankrupt you? Today I want to walk you through the big names, what they're good at, and where they struggle. Most importantly, we'll look at how a smarter workflow can combine tools to make content creation truly sustainable. If you're new here, hey, I'm Alex, and I test AI tools so you don't have to. We'll be looking at realism, speed, cost, UX, and the practical fit for creators, not just benchmark scores. And spoiler, the best approach right now is rarely one model to rule them all. It's about mixing strengths and covering weaknesses. Okay, let's start this comparison with one of the current heavy hitters, Runway. Runway has been around since the very start of the AI video boom, and it's powerful, polished, and incredibly versatile. Their recent editor update lets you make natural language edits to the timeline, which is legitimately game-changing. Think of it like ChatGPT had a baby with a professional non-linear video editor. Quality-wise, Runway can handle everything from cinematic realism right through to stylized animation. However, the main trade-offs here are definitely the pricing structure and overall complexity. The pay-as-you-go credits can feel stingy for heavy users, and the unlimited plan is quite pricey. The interface is packed with features, meaning there's a steep learning curve if you just want quick social clips. Also note that current output caps, like 720p and short generation limits, might frustrate professional filmmakers. Runway fits best for serious creators and studios who need deep control and can afford that higher tier subscription. But if you are grinding out daily short clips, it can feel like using a chainsaw when you only need a precise knife. This is where a platform like Vizard starts to matter for your overall workflow. Even if you generate high-quality scenes in Runway, you still need a tool to automatically chop those long takes into viral-ready bites. Now let's jump over to Luma AI, which has been pushing creative motion-based effects for a while. It excels at taking the short clip and applying imaginative overlays like zombies or surreal transformations, all in a simple canvas UI. It also supports very wide cinematic aspect ratios like 21.9, which is a neat feature for filmmakers. The main downside we often see is a lack of visual nuance in the output. Luma sometimes produces results that feel oversaturated, with object boundaries bleeding into each other. Pricing-wise, the entry plan is reasonable, with a cheaper, unlimited option if you accept slower rendering times. You should use Luma for fun, stylized social clips and experimental motion effects, not razor-sharp realism. Pair it with Vizard, and you get the best of both worlds. Luma for creative effects, Vizard to automatically find the most shareable moments. Next up are Google's recent V3 releases, which really blew a lot of minds with their capabilities. The standout feature is native multimodal storytelling, generating talking people, dialogue, music, and sound effects with one prompt. The resulting scenes can be genuinely convincing for street interviews or scripted shorts with natural-sounding interactions. However, everything great about V3 comes with a significant price tag and has strict rate limits. For creators wanting to churn out dozens of shorts daily, the cost per second quickly becomes a major blocker. V3 can struggle a bit with extremely dynamic camera motion compared to some open-source alternatives. It is, however, top tier for believable human gestures and synchronized voice interplay. V3 shines brightest when creating polished, dialogue-heavy short films and mockumentary-style bits. Again, a tool like Vizard is a huge multiplier here. Use V3 for a few great scenes, then hand the footage to Vizard to extract many snackable clips. Now we must talk about the massive movement toward open-source video models available online. Models like WangX 2.1 and its community forks can handle complex motion and physics better than many commercial options. When run cleverly on cloud instances, the compute costs can be a tiny fraction of closed API pricing. The main rub with open source is the usability, as these often require command-line tinkering or clunky interfaces. While you can customize parameters in extreme detail, that complexity often kills productivity for most creators. Also, open-source outputs sometimes lack integrated sound or voice sync, so you'll need separate tools. These models fit best for labs and power users who love to optimize cost and fine-tune every output detail. For creators focused on consistency, Vizard is the missing piece that takes those long renders and automates clip discovery and publishing. Seedance from ByteDance surprised many people by ranking highly in blind preference tests recently. Its real strength is consistent cinematic motion and excellent prompt following across multiple shots. It also tends to avoid that oversaturated look that plagues some of the other models, which is refreshing. Where it falters are occasional morphing artifacts and the same usability caveats as many platform-based models. You can easily pair it with Vizard to turn its longer stories into digestible, episodic shorts for social media. MidJourney's new leap into video is one of my personal favorites, purely for the sheer aesthetics of the output. Their image-to-video workflow is incredibly elegant. resulting in cinematic and often surreal final frames. For serious creators, MidJourney's unlimited video tier can actually be one of the best value propositions available for pure aesthetic quality. Chinese closed-source options like Clling and Halo produce impressive visuals and are often cheaper per second than US APIs. However, the user experience can be confusing with awkward English and varying credit-based pricing models. Sora showed stunning visuals but is embedded in the complex OpenAI ecosystem, while Pika is better for playful, meme-friendly trends. So, where does Vizard actually fit into this complex ecosystem of generation tools? The real deal is that most of these models are great at generating the content itself. The massive problem creators face is distribution, iteration speed, and multi-platform formatting. You can have the best model in the world, but if you spend hours clipping and scheduling for every platform, you aren't scaling your efforts. Vizard's first major win for creators is its ability to automatically edit viral clips from long footage. It analyzes the video and picks the moments with the best engagement potential, creating ready-to-post clips instantly. This feature alone can transform a one-hour live stream into dozens of daily, engaging short posts. The second big win is the auto-schedule feature, where you set your desired posting frequency. The AI optimizes the timing and cadence for each platform so you maintain content consistency without babysitting a calendar. Finally, the integrated content calendar lets you manage, tweak, and publish clips across all platforms in one central location. You can edit captions, adjust thumbnails, and push final changes without ever hopping between separate apps. After just 1 month, you notice subtle advantages like less wasted render time and fewer of those viral regret moments. You gain a predictable pipeline that lets you test new creative ideas much faster than before. Want to experiment with a MidJourney aesthetic, V3 dialogue, and Seedance camera moves all at once? Generate your long-form pieces using those advanced models. Feed them into Vizard, and let the autopilot handle the short-form distribution. A practical pricing note is that some tools will always be expensive per second, while others are cheap but cumbersome. Vizard isn't trying to replace generation. It's complementing it by directly reducing your actual human time cost. The bottom line is simply to use the right tool for the specific job you are trying to accomplish. Runway and MidJourney are fantastic for cinematic control, while V3 is unmatched for believable dialogue. Open-source models remain the best playground if you are cost-conscious and love to tinker. But if you want to turn long videos into a steady stream of platform-optimized short clips, Vizard is the essential glue. It makes all these powerful generation ecosystems practical by eliminating the distribution bottleneck. Would I put Vizard in an A or S tier? For distribution, creator workflow, and scale, it's absolutely S tier in my book. The real power is the multiplier effect. Better output plus faster publishing equals more views and faster growth. I'd love to hear where you stand on this topic and which tools you currently use in your setup. Have you already tried combining multiple models into a single, unified workflow yet? Drop your current setup in the comments below, as I'm always looking for new hacks to try out. If you're curious, I've got playlists diving deeper into each of these models linked below for you. Check out the tutorials on plugging them all directly into a Vizard-driven workflow. Thanks for watching, and I will definitely see you over there in the comments section.